guys, my name is Kaylee Dunn and today I'm going to be presenting Should They Compete? Now you're probably wondering who is they? Now the topic of this presentation is that transgenders should only be allowed to compete in sports of their sex determined at birth. Now this means that males should only be allowed to compete in male sports and females should only be allowed to compete in female sports. Now really what got me thinking about this is that this past summer when I was watching the Olympics, I noticed there was a lot of transgenders that were competing in competitions and races that were winning or coming in second per se. So I looked up policies, and the NCAA also allows transgender competition because the NCAA believes that in competitive fairness, inclusion, and equity across all college sports. Now I thought this was really interesting and made me do a lot more research. Now just to clarify, if you guys don't know, trans woman is a male that is transitioning to a female, and a trans man is a female that is transitioning to a male. Now what I'm mainly going to be focusing on today is a trans woman. And my three main idea topics for this presentation, my number one is that genetically female and male bodies are very different. My number two is that allowing trans women to compete takes away opportunity from women that have worked their entire life just to reach a particular goal. And my number three is that athletic trainers don't know how to adequately take care of transgenders. Now my first reason to back up unequal bodies in men and women, according to an article by Mia Fisher, they introduced Fox Fallon. Fox Fallon was a fighter on the men's side of fighting and won a lot of competitions when he was fighting as a male. After leaving the male side, he decided to transition into a woman and then re-enter on the woman's side of things, winning a lot of competitions, championships. Now, this is just completely unfair because obviously he has the body of a man. Even though taking estrogen for maybe a year, he still has a lot of attributes and a lot stronger body than women on the fighter side of things do. Now, looking more into this, I found an article by Andrew Flores, and he believes that it's a myth that women are weaker, the weaker sex. But also, I found another article by A.E. Miller, which states that women are only as 52% as strong as men in the upper body and only 66% as strong as men in the lower body. Now, to back up my second reason, trans women should not be allowed to compete because it takes away opportunity from women that have worked their entire life to find a certain goal. Now this could be a scholarship for college, it could be playing professionally, it could be playing time on the field, it could be a relationship with a coach, it could be any circumstance, any goal that they were looking to attain. It could be just swiped out from underneath their feet. I found an article by Michael Lindsay, and he says, as society, we fought for generations to ensue girls through Title IX to have an equal opportunity to compete in athletics on a level playing field. Sadly, today, identity politics threaten all that was sacrificed and gained. Across our country, biological females are losing opportunities at titles, records, scholarships, and at times in participation itself. Now, just to let you all know, Title IX was a law that was created about 40 years ago, and it was to ensure equality for women through school and athletics, and it has helped us attain equality in athletics for women a lot today, but this is starting to be reversed with the entering of transgenders into the athletic world. Now my last reason is that athletic trainers don't know how to adequately take care of transgender athletes. In an article written by Lindsay Eberman, an interviewee states that only 33% of athletic trainers in the United States don't know how to adequately take care of transgenders. Now this could be because they didn't receive this educational content in their clinical years, and they may have never treated a transgender at all on the field. Now this could be a serious issue when when a team comes in from a different state and they do have a transgender on their team. If something happens to them, then they don't know how to adequately help them, and it could be a severe risk for that athlete. Also, a job of an athletic trainer is not to know specific details on people that are different. It is to help all athletes across the board, physically and mentally. Now, just to recap my 3 main ideas to the reason why transgender should only be allowed to compete in their sports of their sex determined at birth is that man and woman bodies are different. It takes away opportunity from women in the sports field, and athletic trainers don't know how to adequately take care. Now, the first step to helping this process and reducing transgender participation in the sporting world is to just protest and stand up for what we believe in, which is protecting women's sports and protecting all women across the board, and just making sure that equality remains. That was established through Title IX in the beginning. There's a lot of growing numbers of transgenders. We've even seen it in the past 10 years. So it's only going to grow more, and if we don't protect our rights now, then it will never come back. And maybe after we start with protests and small things, maybe some laws can be changed in the future. But yeah, I just definitely want to leave you guys with that. Just stand up for what you believe in and what is good for the women that we have fought for in the past. Thank you.